Hey guys, today I want to start off with a couple different topics. First of all, thank you to everyone that reached out, however you did. I appreciate it. It was awesome to be able to talk to some of y'all. Some of you I haven't been able to talk to either A, ever since getting out of high school, or B, in a very long time. So that was cool. That was cool. But please don't be concerned. I would tell you if you need to be concerned. I'm not going to post something and that's my final farewell. I don't want that to be something that's thought of either. This is me talking to you. This is what most people would say is, why don't you pick up the phone? Well, here it is. Either way, I don't want anybody to think I'm singling anybody out. This is just my life. I'm just going to tell you what my life was. If you're worried I'm going to spread dirty laundry, I'm not. I'm not going to talk bad about anybody because I don't have anything bad to say. I'm not blaming others for what's happened in my life. I'm just simply talking. So that's that. That's really all I got to say. So past all that, once again, thank you guys for showing up, for listening. I really do want to hear from you, especially if it is something that you're connecting to, and I know how hard it may be to actually say something, but like I said, it doesn't have to be public. You don't have to post on this video or on YouTube. You can get in contact with me any way you can think of. If you know me on Facebook, get in contact with me there. If you don't yet, get there. My name's Cameron Choate, C-H-O-A-T-E. Find me if you need me. Please don't hurt me physically. I can take the mental stuff apparently. But anyways, let's get back at it. So you guys pretty much know the layout of everything that had happened up until just about high school, like where normal life would go, and then transition into adulthood and marriage and Air Force and life. So Daryl, my mother, Daryl had a daughter, Mary, my little brother Connor, and myself. So all five of us live in our house, and it's kind of normal. I'm sneaking out. I meet Colin on the walkie-talkie, like I said. Everything's cool, and then we're going to high school. I went to 4 different high schools. That was crazy. Met a lot of people that way. Saw a lot of different stuff. But the reason why was because Daryl and my mother were shaky relationship-wise to begin with. Daryl had just gone through a traumatic experience, and he was hurting. And honestly, we should have stayed for him, but we didn't. So we ended up leaving collectively as a group. Decided that it was rough. It was. It wasn't. We just up and left. We were there for a very long time after the fact, and he was depressed for a very, very long time. And not only that, he worked nights, and we respected him, and we were quiet at nighttime, even though I was an online gamer and I got yelled at a lot. So maybe I didn't respect as much as I should have, or I'm saying I did. But also during the day when he slept, we tried to get out of the house, go to Walmart, go do whatever we could, because we knew he needed to sleep, because he was working his tail off. So I respect him for all the hard work that he did. I don't discount anything that he did, because I understand now. So I'm sorry that I was too young to realize that I might have been able to just say something and it could have helped. But I don't know if it was coming from me, it would have done anything anyways, since I was so young. But yeah, he went through that, and they ended up getting a divorce. We'll just kind of jump straight to that. Once that happens, we obviously have to move out of that house. We move into an apartment in Granbury, a very short stint. I can't even remember exactly each way we went. I know we were in Shady Grove for a while. I know we were out in Acton for a while. We were off what's the highway? I don't know, y'all tell me the highway, but the main highway, I can't think of it. I haven't lived there in so long. I think it starts with a 3. That's all I remember. But yeah, we lived all over that town, and then we ended up wanting to try, I guess my mom wanted to try and live close to her side of the family. My aunt, her twin, my mom's a twin, by the way. Both sweet, wonderful people. But I miss my aunt because we have always lived far away from each other, and we haven't really been able to grow up as much as I would like, because in our younger years, or in my younger years, well, everybody's younger years, I was over there a lot more. I got to see them a lot more. Samantha, Amanda, that was a bigger time in my life. I didn't really get to explain it, but man, it's hard to put a lot of that info into these videos, so they'll come. I'll remember a story and I'll bring it up. So just don't think I've forgotten or I'm not talking about the good times. It's just there's a lot, man. So, but yeah, I miss them, and I think my mom wanted to go live with them, and so she moved down to Austin. Of course, I want to live with my mom. Nah, even before all that, see, look, even before all that, I ended up before, I think I might even been the reason why Mary got the idea, and that's unfortunate now that I think about it. But I wanted to try and live with my father. I wanted to see what that life was like. And so I did. I moved up there my sophomore year. And I tried it out. Honestly, it's a good concept to keep the child with one parent for so long and not give them a choice, I guess, until they're so long, and then it's their choice regardless, and the parents kind of have to just, love and let go. Because at that time, I'm so accustomed to a life, it doesn't make any sense. Without being forced to do something, I'm not being forced to live there. I wasn't forced to move there. I'm not saying like it's anybody's fault, like I said. I'm just saying from learning from the experience. A kid, after living that long with one parent, should not be able to just try living with another parent and then it be expected to go very well at all. Especially when communication's not our strongest suit as a family. So, with that being said, I wasn't the best of sons or children in that house, but it definitely just wasn't the best situation for me to jump into, and I did it kind of because I wanted to see how my dad's life was, and maybe because I was running a little bit. I don't know. I also kind of got the joy of feeling out competition at different schools, because after I did that, I did move back to Granbury, but at Granbury, like, I saw everything that we had, and boy, our football team, we had athletes. We did. We had no organization of the athletes. That was where the unfortunate part came from. Even if we had people in the right places, we didn't have the right people to teach those people. So it really didn't matter. So I wanted to also see if I could enjoy football instead of hating it or needing to play on a lower caliber team just to enjoy a win. It sucks to say. So I went to Kansas. I wanted to go see if I could play football there. Honestly, when I got there, they sucked too. And then we went to playoffs for the first time. I got to experience playoffs. I got to play quarterback in playoffs. It was cool. That's an experience I'm glad I got to do. So I guess I'm glad I went up there for sure. I'm glad I went up there. I learned so much. I got to meet Justice Berry. That dude, I was there for a year, guys. And he is still one person out of a very small group of people that will hit me up out of every now and then. Like, just check on me. That dude I'd go to war for. That dude's a good dude. So, and if you're ever in Kansas, you ever need some help with any audio, anything, really. It doesn't even need to be audio, but anything, that man will help you. So, just let me know. I'll get in contact with him, and then I'm sure he'll let me know when he can help you out. But, I met him. I met him because I was walking around outside, really, because I was bored, and then Heather was like, yeah, if you're bored, why don't you, like, try to do something? I was like, yeah, that sounds probably smart. So I did, and I walked around, and sure enough, two kids were outside playing basketball, and that's how we met. I moved up there, then I ended up moving back, and then that's when I met Michael and the Browns. They are the closest thing to a real family I have. They've always been there, and I don't mean that as in like I don't have a real family, but my mother's in Hawaii, my grandparents are in Houston, my uncle on my dad's side is about an hour and 15 away from my grandparents in Houston, my father's in Kansas, My grandfather on my mom's side's in Oklahoma. I can keep going. They're everywhere. Like I said, my aunt, my mother's sister is in Austin. We're all somewhere, and I know they love me and I love them, and I hope y'all know that. That's not what this is. It ain't like that. But for 1 second, understand that I've been on my own without any of y'all for a very long time. And not just without y'all, it's not because you wouldn't pick up the phone if I called. But there were a lot of situations going on that made it to where, 1, I don't want to call, 2, I don't think I can, 3, we haven't talked in so long, why would I be? I said numbers, I just said a letter. But it's like we don't know each other. I don't know how to talk to you either. Doesn't matter who you are, what part of my family you're at. Any of you, even my mother at this point. So, that being said, I moved back, I meet the Browns. The Browns have taken me in twice now. That's where I'm at now. They've been a grace. Nova's dropping her Kong right now to try and get the treats out. But yeah, they've been awesome. They've done more for me than I could ever even ask for from anybody. And I don't even mean just in the physical things that they've been able to hand me or give me. I know they love me, each and every single one of them. Doesn't matter what part of the family, if they're here, they love me. And I love them, so thank you guys as well. So I met them. I met Michael in a parking lot at, what's our chicken place? Chicken E. Anyways, yeah, I met him there. Colin was like, bro, I got this dude, reminds me a lot of you, you're both retarded. I was like, wait, man, thanks. And he was like, no, but for real, when you move back down, because obviously we were texting the whole time, he was a big reason. Flag football was a big reason too. I'm sorry, Dad. Flag football. I wanted to play flag football with my boys. They made a flag football team. They're my boys. They needed a quarterback. I'm the quarterback. So I had to. I moved. I went down there. We played football. We played flag football. We did all that. Met Michael. First day, I thought he looked weird. His hair. He had such long hair. Oh, goodness. And they cut it one time. He let me cut it. I did it horribly, first of all. I apologize. But you made it really hard to understand. First of all, you wanted lines at first. And he was like, nah, just like turn it into something. So then it turned into like garbage. Mine looked cool. Thanks. But after we cut it, man, it was gone. It's never come back. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to take your hair from you. But yeah. So that year was cool. Played football, had a good time. And it might not even been that year we played flag football, or maybe we played one time. I can't remember. But after that, my mom went down to Austin. That's when she went to Austin. I guess the divorce happened around that time. She went down there. She wanted to live next to Aunt Debbie and Samantha and Amanda, and I don't know who else she would have wanted. So maybe it's just Aunt Debbie and Gran, obviously Gran. But past that, there weren't too many other people down there. I don't know who she was really talking to. I wasn't in that kind of loop, so I have no idea. I don't know what she was saying to anybody ever, and that's what sucks. Because I thought of the entire ordeal completely differently. But anyways, she moved down there. I followed. I went to school at something Connolly, John B. Connolly High School, maybe. Green and black. I got out there, and they actually had somewhat of a lineage. That was cool to see. It was real cool to be a part of something like that as well. Something that where you're walking in expected to win. So get there and we play that. I played football there. Started on defense. I felt cool about that because I started at a 3rd consecutive place. Made me feel good. Sports made me feel good. That's where once you can't do sports anymore, that's an outlet gone as well, I guess. But played football there junior year. Then I came back to Granbury senior year, I think. And we were like in that transition into let the kids play football and learn so we can build something. And luckily for all the generations after us, you guys are starting to kind of pull it out. But move back there, and then my mom wants to move back afterwards. Like right as soon as we get back, it's my senior year, I'm in high school, I can't really figure out what's going on. Left, right, or indifferent. We finally stop. I'm like, no. I asked the Browns agree. They let me live there and finish out high school. And as long as I keep a job and I finish high school. So I don't know, I did the transition from GHS to Stars because why not? Way faster, way easier. As long as you're dedicated and you take care of yourself, you'll get done way quicker than being forced into a public school. Best school I ever went to, just simply because of that. I was able to walk in, get my stuff done, be there for my X amount of hours, which were 4 I think, and then I could leave. But I could also get all of my work done before my graduation date and not have to show up anymore until I graduate. And somebody like me is going to do that. And I did that. So I stayed with them. I worked at the Village Bistro out in Pecan. I was flipping pizzas, you know, flipping them, like drugs. Graduated. And then I ended up doing some silly stuff after graduation. I ended up not really having a hold on many things in life, concepts. I got thrown in the right direction, luckily, and I took the right steps, and I guess I don't know. I got a career out of it. It gave me knowledge, it gave me experience. I can go to school. I can do all the things that I couldn't do before it. And I don't necessarily know how or who exactly to thank. I know a couple of people that are high on the list for the reasons why I was there, and I will shout you out. But man, it's crazy to think, because when I was getting out of high school, going through that transition, my mother wanted, like I said, she wanted to move back away, and then she ended up moving back while I was in the military and met this dude. We'll get into all of that. Mom, I promise to respect you, but I'm going to tell this story, the truth. Anyways, she's going back and forth moving. I'm dealing with that, living practically on my own. My mom, dealing with her divorces, her depression. She's also trying to stop smoking cigarettes. Now, this is where I'm going to stop the video and let you guys also know something. That this is all purely my life. This isn't my interpretation of it. This isn't my opinion of it. What I speak of next in the next video, I'm not even going to load with an opinion of my own. You make your own. Say what you want. Respect my mother. Because I do. I might not think she's the best person in the world right now, but I respect that woman and I love her. So if you guys disrespect her in any way, I won't have it. But either way, in the next video, I'm going to really get into where everything started to shift. Where I lost sight of what life actually was until depression hit and woke me up to realize I had been actually asleep for a very long time. So, with that being said, Mom, no, I'm not trashing anybody's name, especially yours. But damn, I haven't had anybody to tell any of this to because I can't, so I am. And I will. So, I love you all. Thank you for showing up. I hope to see you guys next week. If you guys enjoy this, please like, share, subscribe, all that stuff. But also, please, hop in. It'd be cool just to talk. And if I can get enough people, I would love to set up a live environment to where I'll talk to y'all, y'all type to me, and we can just converse. And that's all. So, y'all let me know. Thanks, guys.